Hello and welcome back to another session of Google.rs. It's Byron speaking, and we are doing some concurrent cargo. In the previous session, there has been some refactoring to get more independent of the configuration, which basically allows us to use the CargoLock without forcing the user to provide us with a config that it might not have, good control over. It's probably a good thing not to keep a borrow. It at least simplified the code and cleaned it up. This is why we'll keep it in anyway. But yeah, the whole purpose of that refactor was to get a better hit at the layout implementation. And I think here we have a config available. That's cool. So here we can do something to make it work. But unfortunately, that's not the case here in at. So let's see where layout at is used directly. In clean. Okay. Context new, cargo clean. So maybe, layout at, if it's just used for clean, maybe we just say, well, listen, we don't support this then. We don't support a lock then. We'll just fail. I think that's what I would want to do here. So we need that though. We need to store it. Lock kind. It will be an optional lock kind. And this is something we have to pick from here as well, I guess. So let's re-export this. Pub use lock kind. I don't know how that works. Let's see. Can I re-export it here? And then in util mod, we have to do the same thing. CargoLock. Pub use self lock, CargoLock, and lock kind. Cool. So let's see how that works. Probably not at all, but maybe it does. Unresolved, what? Unresolved import, lock kind, okay. So we might have to split it up then. So lock kind we don't get here anymore. Instead we have a pub use file lock, lock kind. Yeah, so that could work. And we probably also want to put it here. Well, maybe not. Maybe we want to put it here. But that works better. Cool, missing field, lock kind. So now we just have to, we managed the import. Now we have to set it. So new will have, yeah, well, that's fine. Let mat layout be this. By default, it will not be set. Kind, lock kind shall be none. That's okay. And now return the layout and say l.lockkind is sum. And now we can do cargo lock kind from our config. And we try that. We always have to try it. Oh, crap. We can't try here. Ha! If that happens... Oh no, we can't. We just fail. Yeah, we just say, okay, it's lock kind or unwrap or none. Oh, that doesn't work. Haha. Yeah. Because I don't want some in this case. So I guess, yeah, we match on this. Actually, you know what? If let. Okay, kind is this. And I will also note why we ignore errors here. Then we set it. some kind. Like this. Can we do it in a more rusty way? Probably not. Oh, well, there's never say no, right? Yeah, I think that's all right. Sufficient, one could say. Ignore errors here. Here, as we cannot return it. Yeah, we might log it. Is there some logging facility here? No, not really. Does cargo support logging? It does. Is it used anywhere? Debug. It is. Good. So maybe we want to do this then, huh? Maybe we want to use debug. This would mean I actually match on it. And then we have OK kind. Should trigger this. And some error should at least debug the error, right? Layout new. Let's just print it. I hope that works. We will see. We will just see. Okay. So let's see how that goes now. Oh. No. Why does it update the registry? That's weird. For a moment I thought I would have manually used cargo build, but because that usually updates the registry and does a lot of stuff. But not this time. Warning, unused import, human. Okay, cool. But that does work. Awesome. So I will get a lock if I have a lock kind. If I have no lock kind, I should actually not get there, right? How does cargo clean use the layout at? Context? How is the context used? Target file names. Yeah, I think we just panicked then, huh? That's an assertion. Yeah. Yeah, that's an assertion. Let's do this here. So self root join layout init lock, that's good. And then self kind expect must not call prepare if layout was instantiated with layout at. This is what we want to say here. Yeah. Okay, I think that's more like it. Good. And this is this. And this will just not, yeah, will be correct, I think. Or we will hit this error. So that's good. I think it's also better than doing an assert. So I love this. Honestly, it's awesome. It's gorgeous. And yeah, now we have a lock here. Failed to obtain lock for initialize layout. And that is that. And this will create intermediate folders for us using this special code. And we should be good. Oh, and I think I have to add to the previous commit lock and mod because we were missing something. Good. Now, let's see. Self kind expect. Attempted access. Oh, it's lock kind. Damn it. This one. And I wonder how this looks like, honestly. Apparently, this is removed by the compiler, which is awesome. Okay. No method name chain are found on result in the current scope. But why did it work everywhere else? Does it do anything special with errors? Oh yeah, chain error, you have to import it. Util chain error. I see. That's the trait. And now we have it. Now it should work. Let's hope the best. No. An expansion site at layout 112. Can I convert from cargo error? It's not implemented for the type stdio error. Well, we are once again missing some trait, are we? Meh. Okay, maybe, yeah, let's look at the registry again. To URL human internal config cargo result. Is this a trait? No. It's a type def. We shouldn't need it. No. Damn it, you. That's weird. Same code doesn't work in a different layout. So we get a boxed cargo error. No, wait. From this is not implemented for an stdio error. Oh, this returns an stdio error. Shit, this is why it doesn't work. Ugh. What the heck? Okay, sure. I mean, it's low level, right? The problem is if the lock fails here. Yeah, maybe we want to ignore the lock failure then. Yeah, so no try. Too low level to provide detailed log information. If it doesn't work, we will resort to the previous undefined previous racy behavior which should only fail during possibly fail during fs create dir all. Yeah, possibly. Maybe it can't even fail. Let's look at the implementation. Create dir all. How do you do it? Oh, a deer builder. Oh. Create deer. New create. Oh, it's always... But where is this deer builder coming from? Is it a public thing? Pub struct. Was it pub? I've seen it somewhere. Probably up here. Yeah, it's pub. Good. Doesn't mean it's also there. It could not be re-exported. But anyway, recursive sets recursive true. Probably the implementation is anywhere, is elsewhere. No, it's here. So if it exists, don't do anything. Get the parent. So here's the try. And this is the result. So if make deer eventually fails, so the possibility, the potential for failure here is relatively small, I think. So chances are good. So if this lock is needed, I don't know. I don't like it though. I don't like it very much. But yeah, we have to try. Good. So if the lock is non-mandatory, you know, what is it worth then? I guess it's still good to have. Can I move out of borrowed content? Lock kind. Clone. Expect. True. Like this. And again. Cool. Unused imports. True, now it's totally unnecessary to have that because we don't use it anymore. Good, so that should compile. And that's one step closer. Let's now find our way back to where we actually came from. Prepare init. So fingerprinting is kind of the next big thing. Fingerprint, prepare init. And we also have noted this here. Fingerprint, prepare init. And it has a context which has a configuration. So we should be good here. Damn it, all these logs. Probably we need just one at the right spot. The problem is... no, wait, the fingerprint stuff, we might actually... Yeah, let's have a look at it. We might actually be able to use the fingerprint as lock file because it's persistent and it's created just once. This is really something we can use to our advantage. Totally. Prepare init. Fingerprint prepare init. Fingerprint prepare init. That's really the favorite here. Compile targets. Yeah, so actually we are just next in line here. That's good. Did we have information about build map? No. But yeah, so I think the CargoLock file stuff is next, but that's just for the package stuff. And then we have to find a good way to lock the compilation. But I think that's also easy enough, possibly. And yeah, let's have a look at the layout again. Okay, hide these files, that's good. That's all good. So, build directories. And Yeah, why am I here? Don't know. Cargo compile, that might actually be stuff that is doing the work then, huh? Which functions do we have in here? Prepare. Self-host, self-target. Ah.